the horror. Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Horror Corner. I'm your host, Sean Patrick Erschen. This week we have some big news going on in the world of the Halloween franchise. So lately they've been shopping around the rights, the television rights to the Halloween franchise. And there's been kind of a heated bidding war between Miramax and A24 and other production companies. But Miramax did finally win the war, so they are going to be developing a Halloween television series, along with Trancas International Films, which I believe overall owns the rights to Halloween as a whole. They've been producing the series for quite a while. And that's owned by Malik Akkad, who took over the reins from his father, Mustafa Akkad, who produced the whole Halloween series, going from the original up to, like, Resurrection, I think. Yeah. So, they're going to be working with Trancas International, developing a television series. And apparently, not only that, is there going to be creating a cinematic universe, they said, which is very interesting. The Michael Myers cinematic universe. That's going to be like a Marvel Comics kind of thing, where they're going to, the TV series and the films will kind of coincide, which is very interesting. I'm very excited to see what's the possibilities. You know, there's a lot of possibilities there. I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with it. And I know fans have been talking for quite a while about they want to see some anthology-type stuff, like Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, or a remake of Season of the Witch, or just continuing in that vein with an anthology-type series of stories. Yeah, you can certainly explore that avenue. I mean, there's all kinds of possibilities with a television series that you could do, you know. You could just explore the various timelines in the Halloween franchise, which there's quite a few. Yeah, you could get into, of course, a lot of people have talked about, you know, Jamie Lloyd from Halloween 4, you know, how Halloween 4 ended with Jamie Lloyd, you know, the evil of Michael Myers was passed on to Jamie Lloyd, and it looked like she was going to be the killer going forward, so you can certainly bring Danielle Harris back as Jamie Lloyd and explore that avenue, you know, which would be interesting. Or you could continue from Halloween Resurrection as if the remakes never happened, if there was never a reboot, and continue the original series from Halloween Resurrection, which is something you could, like, you know, how his eyes open at the end after he was burned, you know. And there was no more Laurie Strode. Laurie Strode had died in Resurrection, so a lot of people have been wanting to move forward from Laurie Strode in the series, you know, explore other avenues. Which, yeah, I want to see some of that too. Or you could go back to the Curse of Michael Myers, the producer's cut, where the evil was passed on to Dr. Loomis at the end. You could even do that. You know, Michael Myers became the Man in Black at the end too. You could explore that. Bet you guys didn't think of that. Oh, we could unretcon Halloween 2, which still pisses me off to this day that they did that, but, you know. There's so many things you could do with the various timelines of the Halloween franchise. You could do all kinds of what-if type scenarios. You can just do a completely new stories and take Michael Myers out of Haddonfield and bring him somewhere else, you know, and just start a whole new series, you know, just with Michael Myers at Halloween time or whatever, you know. That's all you need is Michael Myers at Halloween time. It could be anywhere, So many things you can do. You could bring back Dr. Loomis. You could have like different one-shot stories, like with not necessarily having Michael Myers in them. You could just kind of have Dr. Loomis, a solo Dr. Loomis story of him handling. Maybe he has a different patient that's a lunatic, and dealing with that person. Because, Michael Myers, I'm sure, was not Dr. Loomis's only patient, so, yeah, you could have Laurie Strode one-shot stories. You could have stories of people that were affected by Michael Myers, who their families were affected by them. Michael killed someone in their family, and you could see how it affected their lives and things like that. You could bring back Corey Cunningham, as if he did take over the mantle of Michael Myers and became the new Shape, the new boogeyman. So there's all kinds of possibilities, especially if you're going to have a cinematic universe. So, I just hope they really take their time with it to really craft good stories, and I hope they don't just rush it out because, you gotta have Halloween, you gotta keep the money train rolling, hope that they don't knock off some crap like Halloween Resurrection where they didn't take their time with it and craft a good story, So yeah, I hope they really take their time with it. There's no rush to get Halloween right away back to the big screen, back in the spotlight, because we just had 3 big movies only ended last year. So take your time, people. Use the money, use the budget the right way. Get some good writers on there. Someone other than David Gordon Green and Danny McBride. Bring someone new, Or you can have new people work on each episode. You could have John Carpenter direct an episode. You could have, all kinds. You could have Eli Roth put his stamp on Halloween on an episode. How cool would that be? Various. You could have Tarantino dip his hand in there. Who knows? Probably it's not somebody that big, but you never know. He did once submit a script for Halloween 6. Why not? Have a really super brutal, over-the-top Halloween. Oh, man. So yeah, it's exciting. A lot of interesting things going on in the Halloween franchise. I'm definitely looking forward to it. So let's look at the article of what they have to say. So this was on Deadline.com. After a heated bidding war, Miramax has scored the television rights to the hugely popular Halloween franchise, which are controlled by Trancas International Films, run by Malika Akkad. Miramax Television has signed a wide-ranging deal with Trancas to develop and co-produce a Halloween TV series, which also includes a first-look agreement on other television products for international marketplace. The new Halloween series is envisioned to potentially launch a cinematic universe spanning film and television. So yeah, it's not just regulated to a television series. There's going to be more than that. It's going to go into films as well. That's the plan. Miramax's head of global TV, Mark Helwig, will be overseeing the franchise creatively in close collaboration with Akkad. The pact marks a new chapter in Miramax and Trancas' partnership on the Halloween franchise. Trancas most recently produced the successful Halloween feature trilogy for Miramax and Blumhouse. We couldn't be more excited to bring Halloween to television, Helwig said. We are thrilled to expand our long and successful partnership with Trancas and the brilliant Malika Akkad in introducing this iconic franchise to a new form of storytelling and a new generation of fans. And that's a great thing. Halloween is going to be going on to a new generation of fans. So, this thing is just never going to stop. As I've said many times, the Halloween train is going to keep on rolling, that cash flow. Jointly controlling both the film and TV rights would allow Miramax and Trancas to map out an integrated film/TV universe. So yeah, it's happening. It's not just going to be television, guys. It's going to bleed over into film as well. Trancas International Films is extremely enthused to be expanding our long-standing relationship with Miramax, and we look forward to working with Mark Helwig and the entire team in creating this new chapter, Malik Akkad said. So, yeah, very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do with this, you know. So, great time for Halloween fans. We have something to look forward to. It's not just over like Halloween Ends might have had you believe. Although I don't think anybody really believed that, did they? But yeah. Halloween is going to continue, folks, for a long, long time, so get used to it. And thank you for joining me, Sean Patrick Erschen, in the Horror Corner. Tune in and stay scared. Good evening, folks, and we got some brand new merchandise for you over at www.thehorrorcona.com, and that's CONA.com. Representing the Horror Corner. Great new design. We got the Morbid Hour live stream there, you got the Horror Hangout live stream there, and you got my nemesis, the Dark Fate. So grab your t-shirt over at www.thehorrorcona.com. And we also got this beautiful new mug. Look at that. Very, very cool. Thought that came out really nice. So grab your merchandise today over at www.thehorrorcona.com. Folks, don't forget to grab your Sean Patrick Erschen gear and represent the Horror Corner. Also, check out these awesome mugs we have. Perfect for your coffee. And definitely check out the Horror Hangout live stream t-shirt and represent the legacy of the Horror Hangout. Check out the link in the description below this video.